Coming up on Game, the fragate gets up close and personal with the chainsaw-wielding Juliet. Plus, we break the boundaries of Black Ops 2. And give you a glimpse of games that you just gotta get in the near future. All that and much, much more, it's here, it's now, it's Game. Hey guys, welcome to Game. Your Pixel Princess here to the rescue to give you your weekly dose of gaming goodness. I hope you're ready to have your socks blown away. But before we visit Frags for this week's review, let's get you up to speed with a lowdown of what's hot in the high-tech digital world. It's time for the headlines. Game publishers Capcom and the dudes at Sony PlayStation have just confirmed that one of the PS2's most iconic titles will soon be getting a HD makeover. Considered a gaming classic by many, Clover's Okami will be made available as a digital download on the PlayStation Network sometime around November. In addition to all new high-definition assets, Okami HD will incorporate a widescreen 16:9 display and will also feature PlayStation Move support for all your wand-waving needs. Turning to hardware. Looking to catch up to Apple's lead in the touchy-feely side of computing, Microsoft has announced a new tablet PC that they hope will soon replace that laptop of yours. Called Surface, the new device comes with a nifty keyboard built into its screen cover and is set to come with specs that are comparable to a high-end Ultrabook. Also, as you can see, the device is set to come in a variety of colors that will support a full-size USB port, along with a host of connectivity options like video output. But the big question is, will it run Crysis? And to end things off, Atari is well on its way to remaking the title which started it all. The company recently invited several indie game developers to take part in a contest to make an all-new Pong. On the line, $100,000 US. Now, it may not look like much now, but 40 years ago, a whole generation of bell-bottom wearing gamers flocked to arcades everywhere just to have a go at the electronic paddles. Slated for the iOS, the all-new Pong game will reimagine the classic paddle and ball format, and from the looks of some of the early alpha prototypes, all signs are looking positive. Now for this next segment, I had the pleasure of meeting her in person. I'll post that picture up on Facebook later on. But here she is again, getting cozy with our resident game guru, the Fragate. I wonder what he thought of Lollipop Chainsaw.
What's up, my fellow console jockeys? Frags here getting cozy in the gaming den as we check in with a title that has been turning quite a few heads in the gaming scene. Now, this one's a combination of sexy cheerleader and tree surgeon. Sit back and rest your pom-poms. This is Lollipop Chainsaw. Coming to us from the disturbingly twisted mind of one-time Undertaker turned game designer, Suda51, the man behind some of video gaming's most unusual titles like Killer 7, No More Heroes, and Shadows of the Damned, Lollipop Chainsaw puts you in the skimpy skirts of Juliet Starling, a ditzy teenage heartbreaker with one little secret. You see, our sweetheart just happens to be last in line in a family of equally unlikely zombie hunters. And her undead smiting skills are about to be put to the test when the local school goth boy begins raising the dead. So already excellent premise for a video game. Sexy protagonist? Check. Zombies? Check. I think we got a game, people. Let's get it on. Now, first off the bat, one of the reasons I've got such a soft spot for Suda's games is that they're just so different from everything else out there. And I'm glad to say that when it comes to sheer imagination, Lollipop Chainsaw is no different. You see, Juliet's in love with Nick. Aww. But this match made in heaven takes a turn for the worse when our handsome beau is bitten by a couple of zombie tags. Juliet! Now, unable to stop the infection, it's a little schoolyard surgery before Nick becomes a decapitated head, enjoying what many gamers would consider to be the best view in the world. And so begins your quest to rid the town of zombies and perhaps unlock that sweet bikini outfit from the store. Nice. You decide to pick this one up largely depends on just how much you're looking for something new to try out. Because no matter what you say, Lollipop Chainsaw is definitely different. Also, even though I thought the campaign was a blast to play through, the tongue-in-cheek vibe, combined with the cheesy jokes and overt sexuality, may not be for everyone. It's just that when it comes to games nowadays, so many developers are trying to play it as safe as possible with their yearly installments of shooting games, with each new edition just a little bit different from last year's. So, if you're like me and a little sick of the usual sequels that come out year after year, Lollipop Chainsaw is a breath of fresh air and a game that I think you'll really enjoy so long as you like a good laugh and don't take your video games too seriously.
After the break, but first, it's commercials. Game will be back in just 2 minutes.
This is exactly what we've been looking for. This isn't just some random planet, Isaac. They found the source.
Our window's coming up. We go now or not at all.
I'm seeing mines at 2,000 meters.
Targeting computer spinning up.
Here's where the fun begins. We're coming in too hot.
Give me a course correction.
The plates are shaking loose. We're dropping like a rock.
Oh, shit.
Welcome back to game. But that's not all that's back. Crash landing its way to a console or computer near you is the third installment in the intergalactic horror, Dead Space. We follow Isaac Clarke as he searches for a way to end the necromorph scourge on Tau Volantis.
Let's get one thing straight, Clark. We came to this first shithole to stop the markers, and nothing, not you or your obsession with Ellie, is gonna get in my way. You got that?
I know I'm doing this.
Are you kidding me?
Dead Space 3 is set for orbit in February next year, so look out for that. From a thrilling third-person shooter to a rather cute role-playing game, whip those mobile phones out, it's time for the app attack.
In today's look at what's been shaking up portable gaming, get ready for some slimy action with a couple of charming cephalopods. Ink blots at the ready, this is Squids. Alas, all is not well in the underwater kingdom, with an infectious ooze threatening all life under the sea. And in this finger-flicking tale of the tides, it's up to you and your motley crew of extremely mobile mollusks to save the day. An action RPG which blends classic role-playing elements with strategic turn-based mechanics. Staff, equip, and upgrade your stretchy squid sentry and clean up the oceans. Great to look at and tons of fun to play, this undersea adventure is available for just $1.99 on the App Store and Android Marketplace right now. Moving on from the murky depths of the ocean to the vast unknowns of outer space, feast your eyes on Galaxy On Fire 2 HD. The remastered version of this award-winning mobile offering is back now in full HD, and boy does it look good. The story revolves around Keith Maxwell, an intergalactic adventurer who's sent tumbling through space because of a hyperdrive malfunction. And piloting your own starship, it's up to you to investigate a mysterious armada wreaking havoc on all the other alien races. With some amazing graphics showcasing an impressive 20 solar systems and a total of over 100 unique space stations to explore. If you've got one of those new iPads, what are you waiting for? $9.99 and out right now.
Looking to give their games an international flavour, Singapore is featured as one of the stages. But what we're interested in is the gameplay, so I'll let these guys do the talking. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Coming off of Black Ops, we were really energized. The team had done its best work ever, but we knew we could do so much more. With Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the team is pushing the boundaries of Call of Duty on every front, providing players with a complete package that offers something for every kind of player. The single-player campaign, the multiplayer, and the zombies are our team's most ambitious developments to date.
So we decided to take it to 2025, to the near future.
The advancements in robotics and drone technology and AI systems are a theme inside of our own fiction, as we become more dependent on robotics as opposed to the soldiers in order to enforce military interests around the world.
It was very important for it to feel grounded and authentic.
All of these kinds of concepts are really great ways that we can take technology from today and apply it to be really amazing gameplay content, which is what you're after when you're making a first-person shooter.
We're focusing everything on telling a better story. So motion capture allows us to capture the entire performance. Every breath, every hesitation, every emotion comes through, and this allows our characters to connect better with the players and tell a more mature story.
Call of Duty Black Ops took place in the first Cold War. This game, we knew we wanted to include the characters that people loved to play and that they played with, but we also wanted to make it this epic, generation-spanning story.
In Black Ops 2, as you are progressing through this game and playing through this game, the choices you make and your performance within the game actually dictates what's happening in the story. So you have different hero characters that will live or die. You have this whole war going on, where the performance you do on these missions and your skill as you're playing them will actually influence the outcome of this war. This is groundbreaking for the Call of Duty franchise.
When you talk about pushing the boundaries on Call of Duty, it means providing a better technology that translates that ambitious fiction and exciting experience.
On the technology side, we started with lighting. Lighting is really the most important thing that you can do for the visual quality of the game. It's that last layer of polish that you put on everything that really brings the entire environment together and makes it feel immersive for players. And that's why we've put a lot of energy into completely overhauling how we do lighting in this game. Call of Duty has always been about the fast, fluid, responsive gameplay. So that's what 60 frames per second is about. It lets players really have control over their character and feel powerful when they play in the game.
In Black Ops 2, when you're looking at core gameplay systems, you have to honor where you've been, but you also have to look forward.
Zombies started as an unlock at the end of World at War and became many people's favorite part of the game.
The map is going to be bigger than any map we've ever done. It's about just making it more open for the player, more choices, things to do. It's going to be exciting.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2, whether it's the campaign, the multiplayer, or the zombies, Treyarch's going to be breathing new life into the franchise.
It's magical stuff, and I think fans of Black Ops are going to love it.
How cool is that? A tasty morsel of info for all you trigger-happy console commandos eagerly awaiting the follow-up to the best-selling FPS game of last year. All right, time for us to take a breather. But stick around, because up next, Microsoft shares what's next for the Xbox in Asia, and we'll blow you away with a list of titles to titillate. That's next on Game. Welcome back to Game. It's time now to hop on over to Frags, who's got the latest goss on what games will get you going. It's our future look at what we'll all be playing oh so soon. Time to go boom with the Big Bang.
First up in this week's edition of Big Bang, we check in with adventure game mastermind Ron Gilbert and his latest creation, The Cave. That's right. The man behind classics such as Maniac Mansion and Monkey Island brings us his all-new harebrained adventure. A story about 7 different characters and their journey through a magical talking cave. This new addition to the Gilbert family plays a lot like his older adventure games and is infused with a good dose of his trademark humor. Featuring puzzles with unconventional solutions and bits where you dive through murky depths fending off dragons, The Cave may just be the surprise of the year. Unfortunately though, it's not this year. Slated for release early 2013, we just can't wait to get our hands on this one.
Something's not right here.
Moving on.
Let's check.
From mystical caverns to sci-fi action from the masters at LucasArts, this is Star Wars 1313. A third-person action-adventure which puts players in the shoes of a bounty hunter, this intergalactic romp has you on a mission to uncover the truth surrounding a criminal conspiracy. Now, unlike the past games in the series, this latest installment will emphasize fast-paced gadget and weapon-based combat grounded in reality. What? No lightsabers? What about the Force? Yep, no to both it seems. An interesting approach to the Star Wars saga, but how will it pan out? No, in due time we will. And last but not least, to close up this edition of Big Bang, we check out the latest addition to the free-to-play universe. This is Dust 514. Set on the different planets of the EVE Online multiverse, each map aims to provide a unique experience.
Look at this place.
With planets divided into districts, each with their own resources to fight over. Look out for real-time battles which tie in both games, Dust 514 and EVE Online, as players work together to win. One of the coolest things about Dust 514 is the ability to call in orbital bombardments, in which players on the ground can call out to players currently playing EVE Online to rain down fiery hell. Free to play and coming soon. Look out for the open beta to hit us later this month.
A game within a game. Now, it'll be interesting to see how the developers combine both a strategy game and a first-person shooter. But looking at the early betas, Dust 514 sounds like it's going to be a blast. All right, time for us now to turn our attention to Microsoft. Over the last year, the boys at Redmond have been hard at work rolling out what they think will be the future of home entertainment. First with the Kinect, and now with initiatives like Smart Glass. I caught up with Mr. Alan Bowman from Microsoft to find out just what's in store for Asia. I'm here with Alan Bowman, Regional Vice President for Greater Asia of Microsoft. Alan, welcome.
Hi.
Why don't we start by exploring what is new for Xbox?
Well, it's a really exciting week here in Los Angeles for the launch of E3 this year, and Microsoft really headlined the show with the kickoff of our media event yesterday. We announced a new slew of great blockbuster games, leading the way with Halo 4. We announced a big partnership with the world's leading sports brand, Nike, with Nike Plus Fitness. And we also announced our new technology called Xbox Smart Glass, which really helps us light up millions of devices across Asia with great entertainment experiences.
Xbox Play.
So it's not just games that you've announced, you're actually launching this whole entertainment factor and bringing that to the Xbox to give more people more reasons to use their Xboxes. So are you guys aiming to become an entertainment hub?
With Xbox 360, we've really continued to innovate in gaming. So gaming is still very core to our business. But with Xbox Live, we've really added new entertainment opportunities. So with Kinect, it gives a whole new controller-free game experience. We saw a whole lot of new game and interactive content come out around the Kinect. But we're also adding movies and music and TV to that experience. And I think Xbox 360 will play an essential part of your home living room experience with your entertainment. We're a global company, and our plan is to introduce those technologies that we have across all of Asia. Asia's been we were #1 console worldwide this year, and we were the #1 console in Asia for the first time this year.
Now, there are some countries, such as maybe Pakistan, that are still waiting for the Xbox Live. What's happening there?
Well, we're in a number of countries throughout Asia. We're constantly looking at new countries that we want to bring the Xbox console to. But with the introduction of Windows 8, we're going to be able to have customers who get Windows 8 in those countries will be able to get access to the Xbox Live, because there'll be a live tile on Windows 8, so they can have a gaming experience on their Windows 8 device.
Okay, so let's talk about the Smart Glass. Okay, how is that going to work?
So Smart Glass is really an application, and the application will reside on multiple devices. The great thing about the Smart Glass technology is you can use it on your Windows device, you can use it on your Android device, you can use it on your Mac OS device. And so what that does is really helps light up entertainment experiences. So let's say, for example, that you're watching a television program or watching a movie and you want to get additional information about that. Well, the Smart Glass application will allow you to sort of have a very interactive experience, getting more information about the content that you're using and consuming and watching. It is a very exciting innovation, and that's one of the things that Microsoft are really continuing to do, and that's to continue to drive innovation. We're going to introduce Xbox Music globally. We don't have any specific country-by-country plans today. I think music's a huge driver of entertainment, and bringing music to the Xbox Live platform is a great step, and something that I think customers are really going to enjoy using.
And what are you most excited about the Xbox?
I got to say, I hadn't seen Halo 4, and I was really quite amazed at some of the new things they've put into that game. But also being a sports kind of guy and being into fitness and training and stuff, I'm looking forward to sort of getting my hands on Nike Plus Fitness. I think that's going to be something that, you know, my son plays lots of games, so, you know, I kind of see all the different games. When I see something like that I know I can use myself, that's going to be kind of fun to get my hands on that. So it's going to be a bit of a toss-up between Halo 4 and Nike Plus Fitness for me, I think.
Looks like it's big plans for the Xbox 360 at home. And with that, it's time for us to press pause and hold it right there until next week. For those of you asking about our competition, where you can win the 1-year subscription to PlayStation Plus and this awesome E3 skateboard, well, we'll be updating the winners on facebook.com/ESSGame. You can also tweet us at twitter.com/ESSGame or check out some of our old eps on espnstar.com/game. But for now, we'll leave you with these shots from Adhesive Games' work in progress. One of the most promising independent releases soon to hit the charts. Enjoy these gorgeous shots of Hawken. Till next week, guys.
Everyone looks to the past as the golden times, a place to return to in their dreams. But while the rest of the world looks to the corporations for guidance, the real warriors fight for the soul of the planet. Pilots who believe the way to redemption is forward, down a path of pain and sacrifice. A well-oiled axe and a steady hand will change the tide.